Hey everybody, and welcome to Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. Now, the other day I opened up one of those Star Brigade GI Joes, and it got me thinking, and I had a couple more of those around here. And I did, but the top of the card had been cut away. But it still shows who it is. It doesn't cut the plastic. And it still has the file card and flag points on the back. And this here is Rock and Roll, the Robo Gunner from GI Joe Star Brigade. And this was also from 1993. So let's open this one up and check it out. Today we have the GI Joe Star Brigade figure of Rock and Roll, the Robo Gunner from 1993. It was a very action-packed time for action figures. And you can see on the inside, he has a lot of accessories. And it says also on the inside, GI Joe live action trading card, free inside. Collect all 20. Now this one doesn't have all of the different toys because it was cut off, but you can still see the Ghost Striker X-16 and the Cobra Detonator. And of course we have the file card, which is Rock and Roll Robo Gunner. File name, McConnell Craig S. Serial number 9891314CM53. Primary military specialty, cybernetic heavy weapons specialist. Secondary military specialty is PT instructor, physical training. Birthplace is Malibu, California. Toasting marshmallows or roasting cobra bats, it's tough to decide which is more fun. Rock and Roll has served with the GI Joe team since its inception and has been constantly updating his equipment and skills. When he heard Duke was recruiting members for the Star Brigade force, Rock and Roll jumped at the chance to fight in space and be outfitted with the latest battle armor technology. No other Star Brigade member uses his bio-integrated robotic battle armor quite like Rock and Roll. He braves laser fire, jumps on live grenades, and even chases Cobra bats right into the sun to capture them. And to toast an occasional marshmallow on the end of his laser rifle. Ha 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 ha. This one came with 2 flag points. And also this one was from 1993. Now, a few years before that, I actually got me a Rock and Roll when I was a kid. And this is what he looked like. This is the 82 straight arm version. So we're going to get the Robo Gunner out and compare him to the original. So as always, be careful when using a knife, especially opening these old toys like this. You don't want to cut the GI Joe or the live action trading card that's inside. Let's see if I can get it off without many problems. Now, Rock and Roll, I believe he was the second GI Joe figure that I purchased as a kid. The first one was Breaker because he had such cool accessories. And then Rock and Roll was second because he had that awesome machine gun with the tripod. Now remove the plastic. And we have our Robo Gunner, Rock and Roll. Not much articulation in these Robo battle suits, but it still moves after all these years. Head turns, his arms lift up, and his legs move around a little bit. But this is from a long time ago. Let's see if we can get his helmet on. Wow. Looks like a tight fit. Not too bad. Not too good. Let's see if I got it on right. Yeah, I guess that's it. Pretty neat design for a space suit. Has 1992 on the rear here. And he comes with several neat things. Let's get that out. And, well, let's check this out. He has a stand, slide launcher into shoulder. Okay, insert missile into barrel, lock in place to fire, press trigger, and fit helmet onto head. Here is the live action GI Joe trading card. Shows Ninja Scarlet back there. I'm guessing that's Snake Eyes. Whipping up on a Cobra Viper, maybe. Let's see. Night Creeper Knockout. Cobra Night Creepers are skilled ninja masters, but prove no match for the inscrutable Snake Eyes as he lands a spinning samurai dropkick on an unprepared Night Creeper. Scarlet stands her ground in the distance as more Cobra ninjas wait, lurking in the shadows. It says Cobra or GI Joe collector's tip. Bent corners on a package or dented packaging defect from or detract from the value of a mint toy. Store your toys in a safe place. Well, this one's no longer mint, but it'll soon become nostalgic. Okay, here's the other insert. Exclusive GI Joe poster. I wonder how many kids got this and hung it on their wall back in 1993. So let's check out this. His blaster not only fits in his hand, it clips on his shoulder. Wow. How about that? Let's see if the spring is any better in this one than it was for Countdown. And of course, we have several space blasters. This looks like a space shotgun we have, and a space submachine gun, a space bigger machine gun, take it off of this little spin there and comes right off, and the stand, last but not least, the stand. Okay, make sure that's all the weapons. It looks like it. Now, I don't think this guy will have any problem standing up on his own due to his big old feet, but he does come with this stand that's supposed to slide right in there, and it works, but I don't like to try to fight him in there because it will quickly break his heels. Now, this fellow comes with lots of accessories. Here he is with a couple of his space blasters. Now, I don't imagine this one had many problems with a broken thumb, but those blasters were sure tight to get in there. And there he is with his space shotgun. Now, he also has the space machete for chopping down those pesky space weeds. That fits in his hand a little better than the other. But last but not least, let's check out to see if the spring still works in here. Well, doesn't feel like it's catching like it's supposed to. Nope. Oh, no. It's just not catching in there. I can hear it trying, but it's just not doing. Try the other one. Nope. It's just for show now. All right, let's mount his shoulder cannon. Give him a machete and a space blaster, and he's ready to take on whatever Cobra throws at him. This is the GI Joe Star Brigade Rock and Roll Robo Gunner. And here we have the side-by-side comparison to the 1982 straight arm rock and roll with the 1993 Robo Gunner Star Brigade rock and roll. Well, there's obvious differences in them. The head is a little more detailed, but it's pretty much spot on for who he is. And this rock and roll has the basic Army man look that the 82 GI Joes were famous for, with his signature bandolier of bullets, and this one has his Robo spacesuit on. Now, they both have very simple articulation, but I think this is mainly due to Robo rock and roll being in a big old spacesuit. Rock and roll, y'all. Thanks for joining us today on Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. And be sure to join us again as we unbox some more soon-to-be nostalgic toys. And if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. And leave me a comment down below. See y'all next time.